Megan, quick question. How much wine do you think someone has to drink before they consider themselves a wine expert?
Based on this podcast, about 2 glasses. That's when everyone becomes a wine expert.
That's fair. But if you're buying wine online, you should know about WTSO. Wine Still Sold Out. They're celebrating 20 years this year.
20 years. That's longer than my marriage.
It's way longer than your marriage, actually. Exactly. Their whole thing is flash deals. One wine at a time at seriously good prices.
Okay, so when the wine sells out, that's it.
That's it. It's literally in the name, Wine Still Sold Out. And we're talking bottles from classic wine regions all over the world.
All right. I like the confidence.
They even back it up with a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Plus, they run free shipping events and deals all the time.
Free shipping on wine is dangerous information.
Yes, it is. Check them out at WTSO.com and help them celebrate 20 years of wine deals.
Hello, welcome to Kill the Bottle Podcast. It is more, aka the Yum Yum Foodie, with a look as if somebody farted in the room. Megan Elizabeth, hey Megs, hi. What are you making? Who farted? Oh, it's a ring light. Look at you. You're like,
is this how you do the
you're
ring
like
light?
Jesus.
Actually, this is the best I've looked. Look at if you're watching, this is the sexiest I've looked right here.
This
it's hiding my double chin. Is this how ring lights are supposed to work?
I know.
My
Look
eyes
at
are
Megan with that
glowing.
ring light. I don't know. You look very holy. I mean, not as holy as a Trump Jesus, but you look pretty holy, so that's great. It is Kill the Bottle Podcast, and from our lovely friends over at WTSO, we are drinking some special wines today. Megan, what do you got? Ooh, Megan is drinking that Willamette Valley Pinot Noir. If you listen to the episode with Advanced Sommelier Matthias Mariquin, we were drinking that on the show with Matthias. Really delicious Pinot Noir. Okay, so we had a little wine ASMR there. And then I am drinking a little wine called, it's a Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley, and it is from Firefly Vineyards. Firefly Vineyards, this is their Stephanie, and it's a 2012 Cabernet Sauvignon from Coombsville in Napa. So Coombsville, for those of you who maybe never heard of it, it's the newest AVA, or not they say the newest, it's the most recent designated AVA. AVA stands for American Viticultural associations. They name areas where are official that grapes are grown. Carneros, Rutherford, Oakville, whatever. Napa being the whole area, and then it's divided within all these sections. Anyway, so this is from Coombsville, which was designated as an AVA in 2011. Coombsville is like just east of downtown Napa, and this is the 2012 Cabernet. So this is the year after it was designated as an official AVA. We're in 2026. So it was a 14-year-old wine, and guess how much this costs? Again, normally, not on WTSO. 14-year, you don't even, okay. Okay, take a wild guess. 14-year-old Napa Cab from an estate.
65.
Okay, so good, close. So regular is about $75. Regular is about $75.
This is the second time I've gotten close.
I know. Through WTSO, it's $20. So $19.99. So just under. But I know. So around $20. And what I liked about it is like Firefly Vineyards is not. It's not like one of these huge wineries that you're going to find in every grocery store. You're probably not going to find these in any grocery stores. People from Napa have had it. They only make a few hundred cases a year, and it may sound like a lot, but that is nothing when you have wineries that make over 1 million cases of wine a year that are distributed nationally. And then one thing about just that area, it's like balanced wines. It's very ripe fruit. They get like the coolness from essentially where they're located. They're a little bit cooler climate than up further in the valley. They get the breezes in the morning from the bay. And anyway, they reach Coombsville first because that's kind of where it's located within the valley. So your Carneros is going to get hit with the cool air first because they're closer to the ocean, and then it's going to work its way to Coombsville, and then all of a sudden it's going through the valley. Longer growing season, that's what that means. So the grapes ripen a little bit slower, and what does that mean? It builds flavor without spiking the sugar. And the soils are volcanic, they're gravelly. So anyway, needless to say, it's a really, really good wine for that price point. I've paid more than $20 for shitty wine. So I'm always a fan of this. And anyway, I'm going to put this in my case club for sure. I'm going to add a couple bottles of this to my case club. And remember, guys, you can get the Case Club discounted 50% this year. So use the code YUM20. Sorry for this, but it's true. I have like 50 bottles in my Case Club. Anyway, and anytime I can pull out 12 bottles and they ship it to me included, and then I get $10 back, which is kind of amazing too. But anyway, so Megan, I need to give you the floor because actually, hold on. I didn't explain what Case Club is real quick. Just they store the wine for you. WTSO stores it for you guys. I didn't navigate that. And it's not your wine. It is your wine, but it's wine you buy through WTSO. Like, you're not sending them wine and they put it away for you in a climate controlled like warehouse. It is wine you buy on the website. And if you don't have a ton of space, you can, they will save these bottles for you. It's normally $60 a year, but if you use the code YUM20 from here for Kill the Bottle Podcast, you get it for $30. So they're storing all of your wine climate controlled for $30. YUM20. Anyway, so I got to give Megan the floor because right before we started recording, Megan texts me and she's like, "Hey, I got shit to talk about." I'm like, all right, all right, we'll talk. What shit do you have to talk about, Megan? Talk to me.
Let's preface it with, have you seen the new Michael Jackson movie?
No, I have a friend who went to go see it and they said it was thoroughly entertaining and enjoyable. That's all I know.
I would assume that. Right? I never felt so old as I did today. I went over to my local bar and because I got off work early today and I went and did more work. And I was sitting in the back alley.
Local bar, that's the perfect place to go work. Yeah.
It's the only place I can really concentrate and smoke cigarettes. So I'm back and these kids, they're 21. They come in and one of them's FaceTiming with their mom and the other two, I don't know why you would FaceTime with your mom at a bar. But she brings up like the Michael Jackson movie and she doesn't stop talking. I think it's a good 2 hours of her talking and you guys will get to hear what this sounds like without giving her away or who she is or anything. But she talks to her mom and her mom's really trying hard to explain the Jackson family. And she's like, oh my God. The youngest sister, Janet. And then the mom's like, no, that's LaToya. And then the mom's like, well, they're talking about his nose and Michael Jackson wanted to look like, now I'm not going to think of the name, famous, or not Aretha Franklin. Oh my gosh. Now I'm not going to remember the name. Diana Ross. Diana Ross.
Who he did the movie The Wiz with back in the day.
Yes. So he wanted to look like a mom's trying to explain this. And then all three of them are just like, who? You don't know who Diana Ross, like, I don't think you have to be young not to be aware of history slightly or like music or just popular hits. And this went on and on. So I missed that conversation. I wish I would have recorded that. But I did get this part, which doesn't give anything away. It just gives you guys the context of 2 to 3 straight hours of what this girl does because she doesn't let anybody else speak.
Jesus.
Here we go. Is it? No, maybe it's not this one. I will file it right here. See if it works. It's not working.
I think I know who this person is.
Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear anything.
I uploaded it. God damn this thing. This was going to be my new thing.
That's all right. Well,
here, let's do this.
I want to know what this person sounds like.
Oh my God, because it is. I made sure this was working before. I'll have to cut
what,
all this out.
What, like vocal fry or what? What were we talking about? Was it just somebody who's just like,
vocal fry is like the perfect description of this, and the fact that I can't play. Can I play the drums? Let's try the drum roll.
That happened to me. No, I don't. But the vocal fry. I was in line at a place called Herman's. This sounds like the worst name for a restaurant ever, but it's so good. I think I mentioned it before on the show. Anyway, I was in line at Herman's, and I had the most annoying vocal fried, entitled person next to me. That was just like, I
got it.
Oh, you think you do? All right.
Don't worry about the tempo beat.
Wow.
Hollywood helicopter.
What is this? She talked right through the helicopter.
Shit. That is the thing. She talks right through the helicopter. And though you guys can't hear it as well, this is much louder in person. And this goes on and on and on and on. And she doesn't know who Diana Ross is. At some point, this is my only fucking advice for younger generations. I never wanted to be this old lady. Be fucking aware of your surroundings. That's it. If you don't know
Yeah.
who Diana Ross is, be like, oh my gosh, she sounds interesting. I'd like, who is, please tell me. If you are unaware that there's people around you and you are just screaming every fucking horrible story and you're talking shit about a girl and calling her crazy, this too shall pass. I'm up to here with, I'm annoyed. And am I that old? I'm 38. Am I that old?
Imagine 47, Megan. Imagine 47.
I know. Like, shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. That's the other piece of advice. Listen to people around you. If you want to be a smarter 21-year-old, if you don't want to look stupid, here's my advice. Listen. For once in your fucking life, shut the fuck up and listen to people. You will learn so much. And it was so hard to take because they were really bullying about this girl. And I don't know if this girl is crazy or she did something wrong. She took a jacket of some sort. This jacket won't matter in 10 years.
Unless it was Michael Jackson's jacket from Thriller. Maybe
that would be
matter.
amazing. I would have chimed in on the conversation.
I had one.
Even so, these
I had
kids
an
wouldn't even
imitation one
know.
when I was a kid.
They wouldn't even know if they had a Michael Jackson thing. They don't know anything. And just be, what's it called? Be aware that you don't know anything.
Present.
I think present at 21, I didn't think I knew everything. And I always prided myself in listening to older women and what they said and like taking it in, even when they were like talking down to me. I just listened. And then I would say, I want to make sure I'm not going to be that way when I get older. Or I would say, I want to be that kind when I get older.
Yeah.
I feel like it's coming up. It's just not, it is so selfish. And me being a teacher, it is a selfish world that we are coming up into. And it's a little scary to me.
That's why I'm grateful I don't have children. I am like, I'm so thankful because even if I had kids, I think they'd be so selfish that they wouldn't be around. They would have just take. And then, I like to think that maybe I could raise a decent child, but who knows? You could do all the right things and be, and I do say, like, listen to older people unless they're like Liza Minnelli and losing their fucking minds, then don't listen to them. So really, really pick and choose who you listen to.
That's why I said, like, sometimes I would walk away from a conversation with someone and be like, don't be that person, right? I wouldn't tell them that. I'd be respectful, but I'd be like, okay, I remember older women talking down to me and making me feel like shit, especially I was dating an older man when I was younger. And his sisters or his friends were all older than me, and the women would really talk down to me. And I would sit there and think, I will remember this because when I'm their age, I will make sure not to make anyone feel that. But when you're a dumbass 21-year-old that doesn't know who Diana Ross is and you're just fucking screaming at a bar, and by the way, she has to go to work later. I have her whole life story fucking in the palm of my hand.
And guess what?
She never shut up.
I don't remember if she said shit ton or fuck ton. When you make a shit ton / fuck ton of money, you don't have to announce it to people. Therefore, I highly doubt that she makes a shit ton / fuck ton. I don't remember because I honestly, after like 3 or 4 seconds of her blabbering, she sounded like Charlie Brown's parents to me. That's all I heard. It was
that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
I hope other people, when they hear that, again, that gave nothing away, but it's just like, there is so much more to live for and you're young. Like, just go, let them be crazy people to steal a jacket. Okay, if you really needed this jacket back there upset about, I'm sure you would have found a way to get it. The problem is you're not confrontational enough to go to the person's house and say, give me my jacket. There's a lot of issues here. This is a lot of, I just want to complain and bitch and be a victim versus learning, adapting, listening to other people.
Yeah,
I'm sick of it.
Currently, I'm listening to a biography of Desi Arnaz. I'm listening to the audiobook. I don't know if it's a book that came out recently, but it's a newer book maybe. And it details his early life, and he had a pretty cush-ish early life because his dad was very high up politically in Santiago de Cuba, which was the capital of Cuba before Havana. But series of stuff happened, and in 1933, his family kind of lost everything, and they had to come to the United States. And Desi Arnaz, like that man worked his ass off. Was he a womanizer? Yes. Was he perfect? No, by no means. His work ethic was it's I think what I've taken the most from listening to this biography. And the guy was working, like, he was cleaning canary cages. He was doing theater and then playing in a band, and he would do a show during the day, then do the theater and then leave the theater. And this is on Broadway. And then he would go do 2 more shows at night. And people didn't want to hire him because of his accent, because of this or that. And, and that was the time. And I start to think of like kids now who give up on like nothing.
A puzzle.
Hand them a Lego set. You know what? That's what we should do. We should just hand a kid a Lego set early on, and if they give up on it, fuck them. Like, set them up for adoption. Just do it.
I do that with puzzles constantly with kids. I give them like 30-piece puzzles to 100-piece puzzles, and I know the kids that are going to be okay. And they're not the kids, by the way, with the best grades. They're not the kids that are on the top of the totem pole with intelligence levels. They're the kids that don't give up. They're the kids that when I say a straight edge is straight, there's no curves, there's no things, they get it. And I'm telling you, the amount of people that don't get what a straight edge is on a puzzle is insane. I don't want to depress everybody, but I'm telling you, it's about 60-40. 40% get what a straight edge is. 40% or 60% are idiots. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I got to tell you, one of the things that's been a takeaway of late with my dad's illness, and you know, I'm excited. I'm flying to Miami tomorrow to see my dad, and one of the big takeaways for me has been really just staying appreciative and kind of present in the moment, and then being aware of, like, I'm going through old pictures, and I found an app on my phone because, you know, God forbid there's we had the fires here in LA. I have all of these old pictures from when I was a kid, and God forbid these old photos burn or something happens to them. So I've been scanning old photos, and it's hard for me. I can only do it in like little batches because I get very nostalgic. I get very sad. You know, I wish I could go back and relish in those moments. And I feel like I just need to share with people, like, be present, and I'm trying to do that and being extra present with my dad right now. And it's one of these takeaways where I'm starting to really value time and friendship with people more so than ever. And, you know, it's a constant evolution. You start to, like, you know, they have those memes where they show people and they're surrounded by a bunch of friends and it's like 20. And then 30, there's less friends and one dog. Then all of a sudden there's like 2 friends and 17 dogs and 5 cats, right? And I'm kind of going in that direction. And people listening, if you are this person, or if people come to you like this, there's no problem calling it out or acknowledging it. Where I can't tell you, Megan, how many times people reach out to me without asking me how I am, without like not even acknowledging that I exist, more so that getting their agenda out first. And it's, they want this, they want that, da, 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 da. And I have gone through and have just been deleting contacts from my phone. And it has been the most liberating thing ever. And I have just been also acknowledging people. I'm like, people will call out, like, ask me for something. And in the middle of that, I'm like, I'm doing great, by the way. Thanks for asking. And you can hear the light bulb, the brake, the needle on the record go, or the brakes on the car, skid marks and that. So I encourage people to be okay. You don't have to make everybody happy. Don't sacrifice your well-being and your wellness because you feel like you need to make other people happy. You can do both. There's a safe space in between, but don't sacrifice your health or whatever for that. And anyway, my point is, I've been going through that lately, and I'm extra about it of late, to the point where I gotta hold myself back and be like, you can be nice. Be nice. Because I'm very curt and just like, yeah, what do you want? Like, I don't need 7 messages. Sure, you've given me what the fuck do you want? No, I can't help you. Bye.
Right.
Anyway,
I'm very curt like that, but I've always kind of been well, not always. I think after my divorce, especially, I just was like, I'm not selfish, but I'm kind of in this to make me happy now. Like, I need to do something that makes me happy.
As your friend, I feel like it's a bit of a defense mechanism with you, because I've seen you in many different lights, and I think you have to put up those walls, and I think we do. You know, it's just a matter of I don't know, strategizing how we put those walls up, and who needs the tallest walls put up and who needs like the smallest ones, right? Because I think they're different sizes.
Because what do you do? What do you do if you hate the person that you need something from, but it's not like they're going out of their way or they're giving you something? Maybe it's just like a job, right? Like, so you just have a job and it's your boss, and you, hypothetically, and you hate your fucking boss, but you need something from them. Do I really have to sit there on my email and waste my time and say, hi, I hope this finds you well? Because I don't hope it finds you well. I hope it finds you in a fucking pity party of doom. But I need you to approve of my hours last week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's friendship versus... Someone
Yeah.
write that speech down I just did because that was genius.
I get that. I get
I
that.
hope
Are we
this
clipping
finds
that?
you in a pity party of doom.
I hope this finds you on the toilet with severe diarrhea.
I hope you're
But
crying on the toilet saying, "Why me?"
uh, uh, oh my God, I had to.
But I need
I
my hours approved.
I have to laugh about this, Megs. I had to talk my dad down yesterday. Because guess who? Guys, I'm being sarcastic. Guess who?
Great game.
My dad took a picture with yesterday, and he said something that was maybe inappropriate, and after the fact he's like, I need to call them and apologize and make it okay.
Is this a real person?
My dad so my father's caretakers. My dad is very well taken care of, by the way, guys. He's very well taken care of. But my father's caretakers reached out to let me know that I had to talk to my dad because my dad was with the president earlier in the day, and they took a picture together, and that my dad said something to the president that was offensive or something, and that my dad needed to get him on the phone and apologize.
Is this
So
real?
I had to No, I had to. My dad has dementia and Alzheimer's.
I
Like,
know.
no, of
That's
course
why
it's not
I
real.
kept asking you, like, please.
No, so
what?
no, this in his head, this is real, and it
Which
takes
president? The one now?
Don't even get me started.
Well, I don't
now.
call him by his name either.
Well, yeah, then whatever. Yeah, fucking
rhymes with dump.
yeah, well, fucking diaper pants
It's
Don.
fine.
Anyway, so
I was
had
hoping your
to,
dad's
with
in a better world of dementia where he's with like
I know,
I don't know, Obama.
So my dad, he I had to with
I
a
don't
straight
like that
face.
he's in dementia with Trump. That makes me not happy.
I know.
I want him in
Don't
dementia
even get
with
me
Obama.
started. Of course, yeah. My
Of
dad
course,
loved
that's what you
Obama.
want.
That's the
Fuck it,
best part.
Clinton at this point.
The
I
best
wish
part.
your dad was in dementia with Clinton, and Clinton's getting the blowjob under the table while your
Oh,
dad's
it would've
taking a
been
picture
great.
with him. It
It
would have
would've
been
been-
lovely.
You know what?
Anything. Anything.
He got the blowjob in the Oval Office. Okay.
Fucking
All right. So he was
genius.
working. He was working.
God, what a multitasker.
What a multitasker.
I wanted to be Obama's Monica Lewinsky, but it just didn't happen.
It
dreams
didn't work out. Yeah, it wasn't.
Dreams just
So
die.
anyway, I had to
wouldn't wanna
deal. I
fight
had to do
Michelle.
that with a straight face yesterday. And
God.
Megan, when I'm telling you, I was like, I don't know. I don't know who I'm gonna meet on Friday when I see him.
Yeah.
He knows who I am.
Yeah.
There was a little bit on the fence a couple times where he knows who I am, and then he's become like super cute, like blowing kisses, and it's just like it kills me, man.
Well, that's
it kills
a
me.
good
So
phase.
it is, guys. I just I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying it till he's not around. Like just love him as much as you can, and not everybody's relationship is the same, right? So I don't want to speak to that, but if you have any unresolved things with your folks, if you have any unresolved things with people that you really care about, try to resolve them. Swallow your pride and like have a conversation. If that doesn't work out, then okay, then that's fine. But you don't want to say or have that doubt that you didn't try.
Right.
I have a few friends who lost people and they didn't try. And this has been, years since, and it is dramatically affecting them to this day that it's transparent that's why certain behaviors or certain things are the way they are, So anyway, so that was my deep dive. How's your play?
dive.
I'm going to drink now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on in my life. As some of you know, I was teaching theater. Or some of you don't know. I don't know. I don't talk about it much anymore. But now it doesn't matter. They cut my program from the place I was at, so I'm tenured, but they can place me wherever they want. In the meantime, while I'm looking for new jobs and trying to figure out what I'm doing, I am in a play. And I'm trying to memorize it. And the play we started a week ago. We have 2 weeks to memorize, and I'm in 2 10-minute plays. And so that's going. It's something. I don't know. It's something for me to think about and do. And I'm sure when I get on stage, it'll all come back to me of like the magic of why I loved this in the first place. And I'm with like professional actors. So the lowdown is I auditioned for a theater company in Hollywood, and there's theater companies everywhere. And if you get into companies, you have to like spend a certain amount of hours working for the company or being in a play. And then you can kind of get your union card as well while you are in these companies. It's the same thing as background acting or trying to get your union card for SAG or AFTRA. And I auditioned for the company. I did not make it. And then they reached out and said, well, there's the bunch of little plays we're doing that you don't have to be in the company to do. Why don't you audition? And I got into 2 of those. So I don't know.
That's
It's
great.
exciting.
Well, Megan, you haven't done it in a while.
It's been,
I would-
I know. Since
I'm
like
going to give you my
20
unsolicited
20
friend advice.
Not even 2020, 21, 2001 something.
When I tell you, Megan, I miss doing theater more than
Mhm.
anything. It is I don't even miss the on the stage and the plot. I don't miss that. I miss the camaraderie of rehearsal. I miss the engaging of other actors and exploring like scenes and trying a million different things and seeing what
seeing
works.
how people work. Seeing how different people work. Especially when you go from being in your mid-20s or high school to doing it in high school, doing it in your mid-20s, and then all of a sudden you're nearing 40 and doing it and seeing professionals for the first time in your life do it. And you're like, again, I'm pushed in with all these professionally, like, you know, unionized actors. It's crazy. Like, I feel like I have to like get to a standard here, and it's a lot of pressure, but it's good for me because it's something I needed to do. Put yourself out there, bitches.
I mean,
get out there and do
as
something you're scared to do.
As your friend, like, yeah, walk the plank. I think that's so exciting for you because you know you get up on stage and you do stand up, and I can't tell you how terrifying that would be for me. As much as I would, somewhere in the depth of me, think I would enjoy it if I took the time and the work to do it.
Funny.
If I was funny, yeah. If I was funny, I mean, I could.
Please watch
I think
the
I would
video
just
of
go.
my face when I did that.
I think I would just go up there like Jim Carrey and talk with my ass like Ace Ventura, and that would be it.
my
And then
God.
the young kids wouldn't get it, and that would be it. That would,
You're like, who's Michael Jackson?
I think I could do an
Who's
hour
Jim
and a half
Carrey?
just on my dad. I could do an hour and a half on my dad's stories, but I think it's something that's so I don't know if it's taboo or whatever for people to do that or have the courage to do that. So when you told me that you were like that it was scary for you to go through this process, I was like, fuck yeah, be scared. Like this is a lot safer than jumping out of an airplane. It's a lot safer than, getting in a cage with great white sharks in South Africa and like all, you know what I mean? It's something that you can overcome a fear, but then the reward you can get from that. And that's just any fear in general. The reward that you can get from overcoming it just trickles into everything else in your life.
It does.
And now you're, like you said, you're in your late 30s. You're not the same actor that you were. You have life experience that you're going to bring to whatever you do. I know that if I did theater again now, I wouldn't be the same actor. My voice isn't the same. It's my voice is deeper. My voice is more like I'm older. I've been through more shit. So I think that's also kind of cool for you to reflect and see how was it before, how is it now, and I think it's just a great opportunity.
Anymore. I'm not, because when you're teaching kids this stuff, you have to kind of look like an idiot. And that was my fear, always looking like an idiot. So it's kind of, it was a moment where I was like, I'm doing this in front of kids every day. Why wouldn't I just get on a stage and do it? And there's also a very selfish moment of mine always. Like when people are like, oh, you like theater, you teach theater, you're in theater. Have you seen this? Have you gone to this? Have you done that? And to be honest, this is the most selfish part of me. I hate going to see it because I'm jealous. I want to be on there. I want to be doing it. Like it's not enjoyable for me because I just want to be on the stage. I just want to be there. Is that so sad? I don't enjoy it.
No, but can you be there without being jealous? Because I know, like I was talking, I went to Cinevita and I saw Ty, and Ty just did the most incredible performance because he's such a talented artist. He's special. Like he really is, and watching that whole cast do it, I wanted to be there. Yeah.
I'm happy for them. I just imagine myself doing it. And like,
then
why,
that's fine,
if that's what I want so bad, why aren't I just doing it?
Yeah, but that could be something for all of us. When you see something like that, instead of using the energy of, let's say, I mean, jealous isn't the right word, but it's a word that we say. But maybe that just like kind of reinvigorates your fire.
Envious?
No, and I think envious is probably worse than jealous. But
you think so?
But
I envy you versus I'm jealous of you?
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like envy.
I don't know. Let us know, guys. I don't fucking know. I'm not a scholar.
I don't want
In
anything
case you
bad to
couldn't
happen
tell.
to those people. I don't
In
want,
case you
I'm not
couldn't
saying
tell.
like, fuck you, you can't do this. You shouldn't be doing this. I just want to be up there with them. And it's hard for me
And
to
that's
enjoy
fair.
it because that's all I'm thinking. So I thought maybe if I'm doing it, maybe I can enjoy shows again. Because I'm like, oh, I'm already doing this. Now I can actually like sit
Yeah.
back and like look
That
at other things.
I mean, that's a
That's what
good test for
drives
yourself
me.
to do that. That's a good test.
That's how I'm driven.
Everybody's different. There's nothing wrong with that. Whatever gets you from A to B. The same way some people can, in the acting world, they create a character from the ground up, right? And that's their thing, and they can really do it. And then there's people who they do create a character A, but they're also really they found somebody in their past, in their lives, that is this person, and they're kind of doing an impression of that person. You know, it's the way Larry David wrote Kramer for Seinfeld. That was his neighbor. He knew that person. Maybe Michael Richards, but didn't know that person, so he create. But Larry David had be like, hold on, let's meet this Kramer guy, so you can get a gist of who this fucking guy is. And then all of a sudden, of course, Michael Richards did one of the most incredible comedic performances ever. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Of course, like he did what he did on stage, and that was awful. But you can't take away the brilliance of his years on Seinfeld. The guy was brilliant. But you know, it's like that weird moment where like, is he just imitating a guy? Is he creating his own? I don't know. I think that's part of the excitement of theater, is that also you only have one take. You got to do it. You got to be present in that moment.
Thanks. Now I'm
even if the
scared.
Hollywood helicopters go over, you got to be ready for it.
Hollywood helicopters. There was
People
a thing
don't
you
know.
said
They
that
don't get it.
They don't get it. I want to put it on a shirt. What did you just said? I think it was you're
I don't
scared.
know.
Fuck yeah. That should be on another one of my shirts. You're scared? ? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And that could be taken
Like-
several things, but like that should be a driving point. You're scared? Do it.
When I tell you, Megan, you know, people don't realize just because I look younger than my age. I know you can make a joke out of it, but I look. I've been around the block a little bit, and the lucky moments and places that I've been able to be present to and see in person and experience is the highlights of my life are those moments in the theater, because those moments for me were the moments that I was most scared and I overcame. Have I been in more successful moments? Yeah, but I wasn't scared. I had done all the work to be scared, so it made that feel easier. But those moments of fear, and then you just got to do it. There's no place to run and hide, you know, in the corner. You got to go do it. I encourage anybody to go see the theater, because even if you're not the person to get on stage, and that's not for everybody, I get that, but going to see live performance, I think can benefit anybody's life. To just see a level of concentration. You can always learn something, I think.
Yes, and
I'm mentally so much older, Megan. I'm getting like, it is yeah. I think you know me pretty well.
This should just be cringeworthy hearing this.
How old was this person?
They're all 21. Like that just ugh. They're all 21.
My God. You know what?
They got it all figured out.
I understand why some people are just buried in their phone. Because if you had to fucking listen to that, I would just want to look at my phone the entire. Yeah. Oh, Megan, I got hammered this week.
Why?
So I have a tradition with a couple of my friends, and whenever the two Miami teams are in town, so whenever the Miami Heat are in town or whenever the Marlins are in town, we get together, and a couple of my friends are local, so they're fans of the local team, and me and another friend of mine are Miami people, and we go to this event. So the Marlins are in town. They just took 2 of 3 from the Dodgers, and they should have swept them, but our fucking bullpen sucks. But that's neither here nor there. We hang out at my house. We start drinking early. I cooked, and oh my God, Megan, I had so much booze. I had, guys, and I'm not, we Ubered everywhere, so it's that. But I can't remember the last time I had videos show up in my phone that I don't remember taking. There's a video of me singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Welcome
I don't
to
fucking
my world.
know. But I'm like 9 years, 10 years older than you, Megan. Okay. When I was your age, there were more videos of me doing that.
So many videos.
Anywho, I got so lit that I had to pretend to not be lit. And after the baseball game, we went to a local bar that had an anniversary party. And Megan, they had like this charcuterie board laid out for people to. And we must have housed half of that fucking charcuterie board like savages. I was so embarrassed. I just bought a round for the bar.
Ah,
We kept
I love
on
that
eating.
shame. There's
But that
a name
charcuterie
for
board,
that.
oh, it was so clutch. But I was done. I was done. I woke up and then I went to the gym like an idiot. It's a miracle I didn't get hurt the next morning being so hungover at the gym. Not a good idea. Don't do it.
Oh, I do that all the time. I think you should. And then it's not until, you go to the gym early, you're like, oh, I got this shit. And it's not until like noon when you throw up and you're like, how did I fucking work out today? I was still drunk. That's how I did it. I was still drunk at the gym and I did it. That's what happens.
I will tell you, my secret sauce was because we did a lot of mixing, Megan. It was no bueno. It was my friend got to my house. I was drinking a glass of rosé because I had a bottle left over from the weekend. I'm like, I'm a fucking kid of immigrants. I can't throw shit away. We got to finish this bottle. So I kill that bottle, pun intended. And then, you've been to the pecking room. I'm like, get whatever the fuck you want. What do you want? So, I want this. I want that. So we start drinking. Then I open another bottle of wine because my friend who came was a winemaker. He brought one of his bottles. And then I opened a second bottle of wine, which honestly was such a good bottle of wine that it should have been bottle number 1. But like an idiot, not a good idea. I opened, but at least I remember drinking it. And then we started doing tequila shots. And then we went to the game and we started drinking beers. And then we went to a bar afterwards and we drank Sazeracs. Not a good idea, but you know what is the good idea? Water. I had water in between every single one of the drinks. So I did piss like a racehorse consistently.
Water.
Yeah. And I think that's what kept me from being like dilutedly hungover the next day. That was so tell me how you feel about this. I had I was talking with a bartender the other day and I was with a friend of mine and she's about to turn 50. Like I said, I'm 47 and we both look a bit younger than our age. And he said to me, he was like, you know why? Because I'm brown. And he's like, no, because we are the generation that drinks water. They're like, our parents didn't drink water. And I was like, I don't know. I wonder, is there some truth to that? Is that why potentially
I don't
we
think our
look
parents
much
did.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think my parents didn't drink water.
I will never forget being in my 20s and one of my bosses, one of the bars I was working at, I remember him saying this. And for some reason, these moments stick in my head because it worked. He was just like, I was overhearing him talk to somebody and they was like, water. I'm telling you, you just like chug 2 glasses of water before you go to bed, no matter what, like if you're drunk or not, like it just like solves everything. And it does. Like if you have chapped lips, drink fucking a shit ton of water. They're gone the next day. You have bad skin, you are hungover, you have a bad stomach ache, drink a shit ton of water and it will eventually go away. Hydrating is huge. And our parents didn't, they would make us go out and like, you can't have a water break. You need water, you pussy. Get back out there. Get back out there in the soccer field in 100-degree. Water's for pussies.
I played street football. And, sure, we drank out of the hose, as we know. We drank from the rubber hose in front of my house. But also, I would go into my house and grab a 2-liter bottle of Coca-Cola and drink.
That's how we hydrated.
And then have a loud belch and go back out and keep playing. That was it. It's a miracle.
Sugar full Gatorade, like all sugar and no, and like that's all we had. Like, Powerade's good for you. Let's get you a Powerade. No, it was so full of sugar and shit last time when I was a kid. Like it was so full of shit, but that's what they were feeding you. There was something that clicked with us. It's like, oh my God, water's like literally like what's it called? The cup of the Indiana Jones thing.
Yeah, the chalice, the
chalice of
the Holy Grail,
the Holy Grail.
Yeah. The Holy Grail, for sure.
That's what water is, people. We have so much advice on this show. Just call this show Bad Advice from Drunks.
Drinking with water.
Drinking with water. Kill the water.
Bottle. Kill the water.
Kill the water bottle.
kill the water bottle. So you went to Meteora last week. Mm-hmm. Lovely restaurant. How was your experience?
This one was really good. My waitress was a little corny. Like the way she presented everything was like, she was like very, very, I don't know, I want to say acty, like we take everything from the lava salts, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not exaggerating. That's how she
That
said
lava
it.
salt is fucking ridiculous, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It is. No, it is. But and then and we take everything. She should have been in my play. She'd be a better actress than me because I'm like, you just got to say it to me. I've heard the spiel a million times. And I don't need the theatrics. I don't need it. So, but everything was good. I wish there was more. That's my only sadness of it.
So, folks, I'm sorry if where you live, the weather hasn't been great lately, but the weather in LA and in where I live in Pasadena has just been like gorgeous. It's been 70s, like sunny, not a cloud on the sky. So I've been going for walks. And instead of like doing exercise bike or whatever for cardio, I've been going for walks. So I'm walking today and I see this like super cool looking Range Rover because, you know, it's LA. It's a Range Rover. We've all seen Range Rovers. This was like a custom paint job Range Rover. It was like this dark, shiny green. I was like, for sure that shit was custom. It was beautiful. And like blacked out windows.
Oh,
and I'm at the red light and the car's like next to me. The windows are blacked out, but the driver's side window is down. And I just see a hand on the wheel. And I was like, oh, those tattoos look familiar, like hand tattoos. And I look and I'm like, oh, it's Bam Margera. And he is the biggest fucking blunt ever.
Wow.
And I was like, he turns the corner and a cloud of weed smoke just hits me on my walk. And I was like, should he be driving? But that's not the worst thing that's in his system. So I was like, oh, but hey, Bam, what's going on? Sorry, allegedly. It looked like the guy from Jackass, allegedly, in Pasadena this morning. Anyway.
Is he okay? I didn't know he was still alive.
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think so.
He's got a big green car. Look out for that, people. I always think that with cops too. Like when I like try to go around people or go faster, if they pull me over, that's my next excuse. I'm gonna be like, there was a guy back there that looked drunk, and I just wanted to get away from him, so I sped ahead.
You know what I do wonder, and I'm gonna search for this after the show. So I've seen him before. I saw him in downtown LA at some point last year. There was a big like skating event because you know he used to be a professional skater. So it was a big skating event, and I saw him in a purple Range Rover, again custom color. And I saw him right away. Like I just recognized him. You know, he was coming in the other direction, so I looked. You know, I could see right into the car. But I wonder, aren't there some cars now that you can change the paint color with like a button? You know what I mean? Like it has a paint that you can like change the color. I've seen it online. I don't know if it's. I don't know.
Like I don't know.
So I'm actually. I wonder. It's probably not legal, but I wonder if that's even a thing because I've seen him in two different color Range Rovers. Unless like you look at it in one light, it looks green, and then in the sun, it looks. You know what I mean? Like I don't know with these custom paint jobs, what people can do with these cars. But I have no idea why I'm sharing that. I just completely forgot about it. I was walking this morning. I was like, why the fuck did Bam Margera hit me with a cloud of weed smoke? Okay.
You
liked Bam Margera? Was he? Who was your Jackass crush? No?
Oh,
Johnny Knoxville? No?
Of course. Yeah, of course. Knoxville. He still is. I'd bang him.
I love that he's like full gray and he's like, I don't care.
Oh, he's so great. I can't believe they're still alive.
I've met him. I met him one time in Hollywood, and he was super nice. I got nothing more so to say than that Johnny Knoxville's like a sweet guy.
Drop.
But I think they're working on the final Jackass.
Yeah, it should be the final because it's gonna murder them.
And somebody's gonna die.
They're going to
we've
be
already
dead.
lost.
These
we've
are
already
old
lost one.
men now. Remember how they used to dress up as old men? That's real now. This is real.
Spike Jonze is not dressing up as the old one anymore. He's just an old guy.
He just has to walk out.
Yeah.
With a walker, and he's done. These motherfuckers. Anyway. Are we
you
done?
All right there?
Is this done?
I see you're enjoying your Willamette Valley Pinot Noir.
I'm enjoying my ring light is what I'm really enjoying.
Are you going to cook anything today, Megan?
Tandoori kebabs for myself. And I'm going to do a puzzle because I'm working with a puzzle company that I enjoy. Because if you're lonely, nothing screams lonely like puzzles.
Speaking of lonely, have you seen the viral video? Have you seen the viral video? I hit the mic, sorry. Have you seen the viral video? There's some girl who I guess is on, like, she looks at the security camera footage, and let's just say she's using a device on herself in her basement under some covers.
No.
And, you know, dad walks down the stairs and opens the basement door. Okay, so the video you're seeing is the security cam footage, the blink or ring camera that's in the basement. And in a moment of not thinking, when dad opens the door, she yells at dad and throws it at him. So this vibrating device shoots across the basement towards
God.
dad. And then she realizes in
Oh
an
my God.
instant what she did. And the reaction is like, oh shit. And the video cuts. That's it. That's what they share.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want the rest
Is that
of
worse than your dentist video?
Yeah, that is worse. There's nothing like, so, I
So
should
I think,
mention
is that lonelier than the puzzle?
Yeah. Well, I have a good friend that I hang out with often. We play Rummy Cube. It's a game at the bar, and she works for Hustler. And
Okay.
let
The
me
store
tell
or
you,
the magazine?
the store. And well, it's all
Oh.
the same company. She's in corporate.
Okay.
Let me tell you, my drawers are full, and I'm in fear of moving or having my parents ever help me again, because the minute they open like anything like that's a freebie, or like they're just giving away, or they're closing down this, or they're doing that, like I'm just like, yes, like all of it, give it to me. And there's some really shitty toys out there, but
I
like
mean,
I don't know.
I think future viral videos for Megan is reviewing these devices, Megs. I think,
like it's like a fucking like
your honest
Edward
review.
Scissorhands, like fucking not good, not good.
On
Really
that
bad.
note, Kill the Bottle Podcast, guys, please like, subscribe, rate, review, get your Edward Scissorhands dildos from Megan's friend, and and get your wine from WTSO. Make it the perfect puzzle at home.
Hustler, if you want to sponsor me, please let me know. But you have a wonderful worker, just so you know. She's been with you a while. Great worker.
She's been with you a while.
Shop with Hustler.
Yeah. And if you really need or have trouble falling asleep, go back to the part in the episode and just have it on on refresh of that lady talking at the bar today, in case you really have that. It's Kill the Bottle Podcast. Please, thank you so much for spending a little time with Megan and I. We appreciate you, and have an amazing week. See you soon.